Okay, everybody, welcome back. I'm Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon and The Blackest Heart, both books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Black Order by James Rollins, book number 3 in his Sigma Force series. This came out in 2006, and let's talk about the cover first, because you know I love graphic design, cover illustrations. So let's take a look at this. It's full of a lot of different symbology if you get up real close to it. I like it. I really think it's a striking cover. I like the gold foil James Rollins with the Black Order sort of burnt into it like it's a brand. And then around the back we got a lot of more things going on here. Got some scary monk here. Probably part of the Black Order, if I was to guess. Let's talk about this. Sigma Force. It is a group of special agents in the U.S. government that deal in spycraft, espionage, and weird supernatural phenomena. And a lot of Illuminati, Da Vinci Code-esque craziness that has been part of our culture from the time of Christ. Well, even before that, from the time of Moses. Since the Big Bang, really. I mean, the Illuminati and their crazy witchcraft has been around literally since the Big Bang, if you follow a lot of this stuff. The Black Order. Well, first of all, Sigma Force. And this is the only problem. I love these books. I've read 3 of them now. I think they're dope. They're adventures. They're mindless, fun, action-adventure, conspiracy theory-filled, rich novels. I love them, except for the name Sigma Force. Should be Alpha Force. We all know Alpha is tougher than Sigma. And Sigma is tougher than Beta. Beta is right out. We don't want Beta Force. You know, if we want people to start simping for socialism, we will call the Beta Force Club. But to get the real shit done, we need Alpha Force. Which it should be out, but for some reason it's Sigma Force. And I just can't get over that. Beyond that, this book was probably the best James Rollins book I've read so far. And if you've watched my channel and listened to the reviews of the previous James Rollins, now you know I love this guy. Starts out with Nazis. German scientists in World War II that want to create, and this is real history. If you look in the back of the book of what stuff James Rollins has put in this book that's real and sort of made up, this part is real. The Nazi scientists wanted to create the perfect Superman. Of course, he'd have blue eyes and blue hair, not blue eyes, blue hair. Yeah, he'd have blue eyes, blonde hair, be built like an Alpha Force guy, and he would be intelligent. I mean, you know what we're going. I mean, you know what the Holocaust was all about. It was getting rid of everybody that didn't look like that, and but they wanted to create a super race through scientific means, and they called this experiment the Bell, and it's an actual real thing. And when they discovered like the Bell, they started working on it, and it was weird because it started killing the Bell, this experiment. Whatever they were doing, whatever witchcraft they conjured out of the universe was killing every last single scientist that was working on it. It's a mystery to this day. And he is, and James Rollins going into this. There's a young child that is sort of saved from the catacombs by his mother. Saved from this experiment by his mother. And he's taken across a lake and into an abbey and left in the abbey for the monks to raise. Reminded me a lot of kind of like the beginning of the Pillars of the Earth, where the abbey guys find the little baby that's been left. But anyway, that's the beginning. That's the prologue of the story. Then we jump to Mount Everest, where we meet Lisa Cummings, and she has to investigate. She's climbing Mount Everest, but Sigma Force calls, and she has to go investigate this abbey that's not in Germany. It's not the abbey where the little boy was. It's a different abbey entirely, but it's in the Himalayas. I was going to say the Alps, but I knew that wasn't right. It's in the Himalayas. In fact, there's this little Shangri-La. In fact, in 1998, the geographers discovered this this place in the Himalayas, which was like a little Shangri-La. Like everything was perfect. It was hidden. Had like waterfalls. You could live there, and your life would be sustained with the wildlife and things you could grow. And it was just this hidden valley within the. Anyway, it's kind of similar to what Lisa Cummings. Anyway, there's a lot of shit happens in the Abbey. Things go sideways. More Sigma Force people are called. No, Painter Crow. Our main Sigma Force players from the previous 2 Sigma Force books show up. Painter Crow, Gray Pierce, Logan Gregory, the Monk, Catherine, with all of their special skills, and now they've got to solve some stuff involving the SS. By the way, the SS was called the Black Order by Himmler. And Himmler, if we go back into history, was sort of the one that was in charge of this secret scientist, let's create the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Superman science experiment that went bad, called the Bell. But Himmler called his SS troops the Black Order. Thus we get... And this is just this thing. This book is just rich in conspiracy theories involving intelligent design, quantum mechanics, evolution. It's just great. And I won't get into any more than that. I won't tell you the weird scientific witchcraft supernatural experiments the Nazis were involved in, because that's part of the fun of reading this book, is discovering that as you read it. And all of the shenanigans that happen in the Himalayan Shangri-La and Mount Everest. I won't get into that. I don't want to spoil the fun of you reading this, because it's just a super cool book. I love the Da Vinci Code type conspiracy theory things. I really actually quite like them. And James Rollins does them very well. They're very pulp-like. I mean, there's nothing literary about these books at all. They're never going to win Pulitzer Prizes, but they will keep you entertained, and that's what's important. I liked Black Order. So far the best of the Sigma Force novels. Not to be confused with the Alpha Force novels, which are probably filled with a lot more badass people. But we'll leave that aside for now. Anyway, Black Order, I give this a 9.5 out of 10. Really, 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 really liked it.